They turned out so good. She's so sparkly. Hi, coffee beans. How's it brewing? Welcome back for our third Snow Bunny DIY video. Earlier this month, we were setting up our Christmas tree, and I realized I have Star Wars ornaments, I have Harry Potter ornaments, I have My Little Pony ornaments, I have Hello Kitty ornaments, I even have Rapunzel, Spider-Man, Mickey and Minnie. I have so many ornaments for my tree, but I don't have any Sailor Moon ornaments. What the heck? I'm such a huge Sailor Moon fan and I don't have Sailor Moon ornaments. So I needed to fix that quick. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I made these. Look at how sparkly they are. Oh, I love them so much. They are so pretty. I made all 10 Sailor Scout, from Sailor Moon, Sailor Chibi Moon, to Pluto. I made them all. The only one I didn't make was Tuxedo Mask. But that's okay. He's Santa Claus anyway, so he doesn't need an ornament. All right, everybody, let's get started. I'm going to be using Shrinky Dink paper, which I got at Michael's, and my massive collection of Copic markers. And I'm going to be using these adorable images of all of the Senshi in like little Christmas outfits. So these are actually pretty big because I'm not sure how much they're going to shrink. Normally I only do like a half sheet, but I didn't want them to shrink too much or be too small for a Christmas tree. The links to everything I use will be below, so go ahead and check them out if you would like to try this yourself. These are stock images of little figurines, so these are not my pictures. What I'm actually going to do to start is trace those pictures onto computer paper. And what I'm going to be using is this brand new light pad from Elice. Is that me? Oh no, that's just my ceiling. This light pad was sent to me to review, so thank you so much for sending it to me. This was actually sent to me to do diamond art paintings with, which I will show you a little clip quickly of how I use it to diamond paint. But today I'm going to be using it to trace those images, which is also what you could use this light pad for. What I really like is it uses just a basic phone charger to turn on, and it is super thin. Look at how thin this is. So it's really, really easy to use. And to turn it on is not even a button, it's just a touch. And it has 3 brightnesses. And you can kind of see it's brighter around the edge than in the middle. There is like a texture behind the glass. And I believe this is because the LEDs are so bright. This really helps so it doesn't damage your eyes. So to get started, I am going to start with my favorite Senshi, Sailor Venus. And she's a little Artemis like snowman. I'm going to turn off my big overhead lights so I can see my picture a little bit better. Oh, look at how bright this glows. Wow. Yes, this is perfect. Just what I needed. Okay, Sailor Venus, let's get you traced out. Now, I am kind of making this sketch my own. Since, like I said, these figures aren't mine, I'm kind of just using it as a guide and accentuating the features that I like the most, but for the most part, I'm following the design. But it doesn't need to be perfect right now. I love this little tracing pad, so thank you so much, Elice, for sending this to me. And everybody, I can't recommend this enough for any artwork that you do or any diamond art that you might do. I mean, this would work really well for transferring pictures like I just did, doing diamond art painting, transferring cross-stitch patterns, sewing patterns for doll clothes. I can't recommend this enough. So if you are interested in this item, I will put a link in the description below for you to check it out on Amazon. This, as it is going to be a little bit difficult to see under the Shrinky Dink paper, so I just like to outline, if I can find a Sharpie that has a good point, I just like to outline everything in Sharpie. All right, well, I really feel like even though Sailor V is my favorite, I kind of did her a disservice in my quality trace job. So we have all 10, because including Chibi Moon. So let me see here. We got, how about in order of appearance? Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Venus, the OG, Chibi Moon, Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn. Ta-da! So all 10. I'll stick with doing Venus first since I traced her with you guys. I'll color her first too. I'm gonna get started coloring my girls. So I wanted to keep the coloring pretty simple for all of them. All of the Sailor Scouts are super colorful. They absolutely represent every color of the rainbow, so I wanted to make sure my colors were bright and colorful. So I used my Copic markers and Sharpies for the clothing and the skin, and then colored pencils for the details. I love this picture of Sailor Venus, and of course her little snowman Artemis is so cute. I'm not really sure why she has wings, because that's definitely more of an Eternal Sailor Moon situation, but she is dressed like a little angel, and she's the leader of the Sailor Guardians, so maybe she's like a guardian angel. I just love her little expression. She just looks so happy. I tried to make her eyes nice, big, and bright to match her positive energy. And, of course, she has a huge smile. I love how Sailor Moon looks so happy in this drawing. It totally matches her personality. She just is like, hey everybody, I'm here. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, where's the snow? She just looks so excited. I love how Sailor Mercury has a little songbook. I do think it's kind of weird because she's not the singer of the group. Sailor Venus is the singer of the group, so I feel like a songbook for her would have made more sense. But I do think they were trying to kind of keep the idea that Sailor Mercury is studious, so they gave her a book. I mean, I imagine it's a caroling book and not like a math book, although maybe she has a math book hidden behind the caroling book. Sailor Mars is another instance where I feel like the cookies would have better suited Sailor Jupiter because she's the one who likes to bake. But I think this is the cutest picture with her winking and making a little kissy face. Oh my gosh, it gets me every time. She is so cute. I love this picture of Sailor Jupiter kind of kicking her foot up and putting her hand on her hip like she's so sassy. But this is a perfect representation of how strong she is. I just imagine that bag is absolutely packed with presents. I wonder if it's presents for children or presents for her friends. I kind of like to imagine that she's going to a children's hospital or a women's shelter and giving presents to all those children. She's just a sweetheart. I absolutely love Jupiter. Sailor Chibi Moon's hands gave me a lot of trouble. I think I had to erase and redraw them a bunch of times, but I think she ended up coming out okay. I love how many different shades of pink are in this drawing. She is just so bright and colorful. To me, she looks like she's saying, hey y'all. I don't know why. That's what it looks like. Hey y'all. I don't know. Maybe it's the hand. I don't know. This drawing of Sailor Pluto cracks me up because instead of her heart rod, they have her with a candy cane. And so I feel like they just like superimposed a candy cane instead of the rod. So her picture is not really that creative. And also, I didn't really have the right color for her hair in Sharpie or in Copic, so I tried doing it with colored pencil, and I'm not really happy with how it turned out. It looks really streaky. It's just not as smooth as the other ones. And of course, Sailor Neptune looking coy as ever. She got her little hand up. I wonder if this little gift is for Sailor Uranus, you think? I wonder what's in there. It kind of looks like it might be chocolates. I love this picture of Sailor Uranus. Not only do I love that they have her in a pantsuit rather than a skirt like everybody else, I love that she's winking. It just kind of seems like whenever I think of Haruka or Sailor Uranus, she's very flirty and winking because she's so androgynous. So it's like she knows all the guys like her, all the girls like her, so she's just gonna wink at everybody. And last but definitely not least is Saturn. Look at how cute she is. I love her facial expression. Oh my gosh. She just looks so happy. She's always depressed and sad, and I feel like this expression, she looks so hopeful and happy. Like the light is shining from inside out, and it looks so pretty. Plus, I love that her little toes are touching like she's pigeon-toed. So cute. And then to really make the colors pop, I outlined everything else and kind of colored in the background with my white paint pen. I also decided to outline each of them in a color Sharpie that sort of represented their overall theme. So for example, Sailor Venus is outlined in orange, Sailor Moon is outlined in pink, Sailor Jupiter is outlined in green. Once they were all colored in, it was time to bake them. This is always the most satisfying part, and also the scariest. And you can see I started out with tinfoil, and I realized that that was not a good idea because even though the Shrinky Dink doesn't usually stick to the paper, these were sticking to the tinfoil and was causing the tinfoil to crumple up, which then made the Shrinky Dinks not shrink correctly. So I switched it out with parchment paper and it worked just fine. Once they were all done shrinking and they had cooled down, I attached some eye pins to the back of each ornament with some UV resin. This way I can hang the hooks to that. Now my favorite Senshi is kind of a toss-up between Sailor Venus and Sailor Moon. Sailor Venus, I think for sure she's my favorite, but I also really love Sailor Moon. Fun fact is her and I are actually the same height. We're 4'11". So maybe that's why I connected. And also the fact that she's blonde and has blue eyes. I think that's why I like both of them, is because I kind of looked like them or they look like me. I look up to Sailor Moon so much. The message with Sailor Moon is she's always kind of kicked down and she's kind of even like verbally made fun of, like everyone calls her a crybaby, and she kind of gives into that. But then as soon as she starts to find her inner power, she is the backbone to everyone, and she's the one who has all of the hope and keeps everyone going. And I just think that's really, really admirable and commendable. and I like to try and personify that myself, is just be the light that people need if they're feeling down. I absolutely love Sailor Venus. I think the first time I really started to like her was when she was first introduced in the episode where Sailor Moon just got all her memories back and Prince Endymion is taken away by the Negaverse, and she's really depressed and really upset, and the person who can connect with her and kind of make her feel better and actually like takes the time to go and spend time with her and take care of her is Sailor Venus. I love the scene where she's brushing her hair. I feel like growing up with all of my friends, I was kind of that person. I was kind of the caretaker, making sure people were okay. And so that really resonated with Sailor Venus. Who's your favorite Senshi? I would love to hear who yours are. They can be for reasons similar to me. Maybe it had an emotional connection with you, or maybe you just really like their attacks or their personality. And to make the back extra sparkly and to make sure that the Sailor Scouts weren't transparent, I mixed up some UV resin with white pigment and my beautiful unicorn glitter and domed the back of each Senshi. The glitter was a little risky because when I started, I noticed that you could see the glitter through the character, and I wasn't sure if that looked good or not, but I actually really like how it catches the light. Sailor Moon is a really good example. She's actually the one that I started with. And so the glitter looks really pretty on the back, but on the front, you could see it in her skin, you could see it in her hair, and I was worried it would look like a defect, but when it catches the light, it looks so glittery and she kind of looks holographic. So I decided to keep it. You know, I do have an unpopular opinion for Sailor Moon. Is probably what it centers around is my least favorite scouts. And I say it's unpopular because it seems to me that these are everyone's favorites. I am so sorry if I make any enemies saying this. Sailor Mercury, I am not a fan. I think she's amazing. I think she's super smart. That's awesome. But I think she's just kind of like, meh. And it seems like everyone is like absolutely crazy over her, which is fine. But for me, it's not appealing to me. But the one who I cannot stand her, she annoys the bejesus out of me, is Sailor Chibi Moon. Ugh, she annoys me. I think she's super cute, don't get me wrong, super cute. And I love her story. But oh my gosh, she annoys me. And I think part of the reason is really petty. Are you ready? It's really petty. Part of the reason is because the 4th season, Super S, is like all about her and Pegasus, and I don't care. I'm watching it for Sailor Moon. I'm not watching it for Chibi Moon. So like, stop hogging the show and let me see Sailor Moon. And so I think because of that, I always held it against Chibi Moon. Blech. Although, another one of my favorite scenes is from Super S, which is ironic because it's like my least favorite season. But it's the very end when Chibi Moon gets thrown off the building and she's falling, and Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon is amazing, dives off and saves her. And it's like, she even falling to their deaths, she has hope that it'll be okay. And then it is. Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm gonna cry. I love Sailor Moon. I could make a whole episode. Well, I guess I am making a whole episode on Sailor Moon. I would love to hear if you have an unpopular opinion about Sailor Moon. Maybe you're not even a Sailor Moon fan, and that's your unpopular opinion to me. I would love to hear. That's it, everybody. They are all done. They're hanging up on my tree. Absolutely gorgeous. The unicorn glitter is catching all of that amazing light from the Christmas lights. My tree is definitely getting crowded now, but at least I have Sailor Moon ornaments. If you make any ornaments using Shrinky Dink, I would absolutely love to see. You can tag me on Instagram at BunnieDIY. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Those likes really help me and my channel out. And don't forget to subscribe while you're here. You can click the little bell to get notified of when I post. I upload videos every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Next Monday is my last Snow Bunny DIY for the year. I'll be spending some time looking at my top 5 favorite crafts of the year, as well as the bottom 5 that I didn't like. And I'm going to show you guys which videos were your favorites and least favorites too. So make sure you come next Monday. I'm going to be in pajamas, sipping my coffee, and getting cozy with you guys. And it's going to be my first ever live premiere. So it won't be a live video, but I will be in the chat so you guys can come in and we can all talk about it. All right, I'll see you next time. Love you, latte.
Might take you to make Sailor Moon?
This is from Sailor Moon. This is Sailor Venus.
Don't put her. Don't put her.
I'm not getting rid of the bubbles.
I want to see it.
See that little bubble right there?
Yeah.
Boop. Did you see it pop?
Yeah. No.
If you're a good girl, Santa will bring you a lot of
Mommy,
presents.
you're not Santa.
I'm not Santa.
You're Mommy.
I'm Mommy.